name is Michael Palacci, and welcome to Tech Talk, shot on location at the Stafford Technologies PC Center. I want to talk to you a bit about Tech Talk and what we're going to be doing here since this is our first show. Obviously, Tech Talk is going to be about technology, and technology of all sorts, including mobile, web, social media, infrastructure, all sorts of gadgets and widgets. Technology is a large part of our lives these days. I mean, we even have phones that are in our watches now. So it's a subject that could be fun for those of us who work within the industry, but it could be overwhelming, mysterious, and sometimes downright scary for those of us who are not. Tech Talk is hopefully going to help you understand technology a bit better and do it in a fun, entertaining, and interesting fashion. We will talk about safety on the web for your children, safety on the web for you personally, maybe do some product and gadget reviews. We'll talk about some helpful apps for your mobile devices and answer some of your questions. If you have a question, you can go to facebook.com/Stafford Technologies and post your questions there, or click on the form and go to our website to post a question. For the professionals out there, the small business owners, we were talking about social media and how websites, SEO, search marketing, and platforms like that can help you grow your business. We'll also talk about IT infrastructure and how that can help you run your business more productively. Enough about the show, it's time to get started. And today we're joined by Detective Chenault of the Stafford County Sheriff's Office. Detective Chenault is in the General Assignment Division and is going to spend some time with us to talk about safety on the internet for your teenage children. Before we get started on that, though, I want to thank Sheriff Jett and Captain Bowler of the Stafford County Sheriff's Office for helping us to facilitate this and all the future appearances by Detective Chenault. The cooperation from the Sheriff's Office has been incredible. Detective Chenault will be a regular guest here on the show, and Stafford County Sheriff's Office has generally donated all of their resources to make that happen. So, Detective Chenault, let's talk a little bit about you and what you do at the Sheriff's Office.
I'm an investigator assigned to what we call our General Assignment Division. I handle a variety of cases, primarily involving white-collar crimes, identity thefts, scams, embezzlements, and retail thefts.
Well, thank you. Before we get into the questions that I have for you about social media and teenagers, can you just tell us some of the dangers that parents need to look out for when it comes to social media?
Absolutely. Social media is a great way to connect with friends and family and share what's going on in your life, but there's a lot of pitfalls involved in it. There's a lot of people on the web that have bad intentions, and they will scan social media looking for victims, whether that be to come to a house and burglarize it or to target children and teenagers for kidnapping or other serious crimes against them.
Wow. What are some of the most popular social media sites that the teenagers are visiting nowadays that maybe the parents don't even know exist?
Well, everyone's very familiar with Facebook. It's still in use, but it's not as popular as it once was. Generally, the apps and social media that are popular right now are ones that you can use with your smartphone. Everyone has a smartphone these days. These include Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Kik, and Text Plus.
Text Plus. I never heard of Text Plus myself.
Text Plus and Kik are both messaging apps. It's kind of like if you remember the old AOL Instant Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of like that, but you can use it with your phone. You can use it on your iPod, your iPad, and you can connect either through your cellular service or through Wi-Fi connection. So I can send and receive texts right there on my iPad to anyone with a mobile phone that also has the app installed.
What about Snapchat? How does that exactly work?
Snapchat is a photo sharing service, and what it does is it allows you to take a picture and you can send it to a designated list of recipients, and then you can set a time frame between 1 and 10 seconds that after they open the message up and view the picture, it's supposed to auto-delete itself.
Does it always auto-delete?
It technically does. However, there are third-party apps that would allow you to take the photos and save it. Also, the photos are saved for a period of time on the Snapchat servers.
And what are other ways that people can grab these images off of Snapchat?
Well, you could take a screenshot of the phone, or you could use another device and just take a picture of or video of the screen of the mobile phone.
So although the kids think it's safe and these pictures are disappearing, there's a good chance that
they're really not. Correct.
Okay.
there's really, once they're out there, there's a lot of ways that they can still be saved.
Is that true with Facebook and stuff? When you delete a post, is it still out there?
When you delete a post from Facebook, the post you delete, that is gone, and it's gone forever. However, up until the point where you delete it, there's nothing that stops other people from taking a screenshot or saving that post, and then it's on their computer.
How can kids protect their personal information on things like Skype, on their email, on their profiles? What kinds of tips can you give the parents when they help their children set up these social profiles to protect their identity?
Well, there's a couple of things they can do. If you're talking to social media accounts such as Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, what you can do is they all have different privacy settings. You can go into it and you can set it that only people that are your followers or friends can see what you post. Now, mind you, that still doesn't protect you from people on that list saving your post to their computers and then resharing those. When it comes to things, messaging services such as Skype or Snapchat, what you would do is don't use your real name for your handle. You know, a lot of people would say John Smith 1996 as their screen name. Well, that just told me this person's name is John Smith and they were born in 1996. So what you would want to do is create a handle that's not related to your real name. So I love Warcraft or One Direction fan.
And you know, that goes for social media, but what about email? Is email the same thing? I mean, a lot of people use their name as their email.
And it's the same thing. It's for teenagers and kids, they should not be using their real name as their email. When if you need an email for professional reasons, you know, then it would be fine to create, you know, a johnsmith@yahoo.com. But until you get to that point, it's best not to use your real name for your email.
That's pretty good information. Every parent's nightmare, especially those of us with teenage daughters, is explicit images on the internet. How do we talk to our kids about that, and how do we teach them and let them know that this could happen?
Well, the best comparison I always say when it comes to putting something on the internet, it's like taking a glass of water and pouring it in a lake. No matter, once it's out there, no matter what you do, there is no way to get the contents of that specific glass back in the cup. Parents just need to sit down and frankly talk with their kids and say, hey, look, once you post something or send something out there on the internet, it's out there forever, because all it takes is one person to save it and keep it, and then they can share it on message boards and with their friends, and then it just further disseminate it from there.
Right, and this is a big subject, and I want to learn more about that. So we'll be right back with Detective Chenault. We'll talk more about images on social media.